We've been talking up our stance on getting our listeners involved in the show, and we've been getting a lot more participation.
Nice. Podcast 20. More participation. Good to be back with you.
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's been a while. It's 1 in the morning. 1 a.m.
It is 12:48 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
We were supposed to start at 9 p.m. You got on my shit last time about this issue.
You also promised me you wouldn't be drunk, and you are.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
So we got a user voicemail here for podcast 20?
We've got a few. I'm going to have to spread them out over the next two podcasts. There's so many.
Okay.
Are you ready, Pig?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
You're an asshole.
I want to say hi to Rita from Cocktails and Kimonos. I'm like your biggest fan. I think your show is awesome. I got faith you're going to blow up like Rihanna. You're the funniest, most charismatic, well-spoken, intelligent man I've ever heard talking.
Pause. So already I know that it's one of your friends from home because he has a thick Chicago accent. So continue.
Swear to God it's not.
There's only one thing I don't get about you, though, Rita. Why do you let that talentless Big D just free ride on your wave of awesomeness? He just sounds like a cruel asshole all the time.
Gee, I wonder.
So spot on.
Which brings me to my next point, Rita. You're built like a big, strong gorilla, and you most definitely have some of the best facial hair I've seen in my whole life. I can't wait for the next podcast. I know it's going to be hot.
Stop it.
I'm your biggest fan.
People didn't tune into this podcast to listen to someone who sounds deaf speak. Dude, it sounds like that guy sounds like a dolphin barking.
Really?
Rita, that cool asshole, Big D.
I think you're just a little sensitive because that listener of ours was very. He didn't like
your buddy
like
who you were sitting next to chuckling while he was leaving the message.
Calm down in the mic there.
Was
Just
it your
calm
buddy?
it down.
Was it your buddy that you were sitting next to while he was?
Cross
happening?
my heart, hope to die.
Garbage bullshit. Thick Chicago accent.
What?
Just want to talk to
Hey, listen.
Why did he say that?
Why am I the quiet one during this podcast?
Why would he have said that you were the most handsome person in the world?
He
just thinks
he must
you're
have
handsome.
seen a picture of me. Big dick. He said you probably have a big dick. I think.
I don't believe that's what he said.
You're really upset about that one.
No, it's ridiculous.
Listen, we don't have a format for the show. We just talk about nothing. So people call and they say what's on their mind. Apparently, this guy was
30 seconds, man.
No, but I really appreciate that. Whoever you are, you didn't leave your name. Big D is not happy.
No, but
I wanted to start off with you in a bad mood. I mean, that's why I played.
Well, showing up at 12:48 when you're meant to be here at 9 is one way to start that off.
Some of us have to work
4 hours
because we're in the working class. Sorry, pal.
12:48.
Sorry, pal.
You work till 12:48.
No. I came here. You rearranged the room for some reason, and I had to fucking fix everything for a half hour.
I do have to say the studio is much more relaxing.
Yeah, but it's still the same shithole. Thanks.
I
thought you were getting a new one.
By the way, so our most popular listener caller among the fans, Mr. Gromit, named one of his new pet after me, the Big D.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Okay, so
I think
clearly that listener was way off base.
Well, because why? He just disagrees with Gromit? So you're saying that he's wrong? I don't think anybody's really wrong.
Well,
in
the
this
difference
situation.
is that Gromit's a respected listener, whereas I don't know who that dolphin.
What
was.
if that was Gromit? I don't know who it is either.
You don't?
I swear to God, it was just a speak pipe message. I'm not kidding.
Speak pipe.
Somebody clicked on the button and hit the record button and recorded that through their computer microphone.
All right, play another one.
All right.
Of your buddies that you had calling.
Not.
Hey guys, Jason again. I had a question for Big
Foie
D.
Gras guy.
I was going through all the old podcasts and heard one about you guys raving about Thanksgiving dinner and how Big D hates it.
This guy likes food.
That just blew my mind. Thanksgiving in general, it's the best day of the year, best meal of the year. You got family, you got great food, and you got sports. Well, specifically football. Thanksgiving dinner has what you describe as dry turkey, stuffing and or dressing, and just about everything else that is great. Now, dry turkey, how's that any different than a dry burger that everyone enjoys topped with cheese and bacon and mayonnaise or ketchup or mustard, whatever you may like? Dry turkey
he's stoned to the
is
bejesus.
covered in gravy or dressing, and
Really giving it to you.
it makes it even better. How could you hate a meal like that? I don't know. It just blew my mind. So if you could go into further detail how you hate being around family, enjoying good times, good sports, good food.
So,
I mean, Try me. All right.
He's taking it a little far.
100% agree.
Well, here's the thing, and Jason totally. Here's the thing. We were absolutely right. Jason is a chef. He's very into food.
You could tell he was getting hungrier as he was listing bacon and cheese.
Yeah. Suddenly he's like, you just cover your dry turkey in bacon and cheese.
I think he lost his train of thought for a second.
Here's the thing. The great part about Thanksgiving is the football, but the family friend, like the fun part is sitting in a room with 20 people watching 9 hours of football.
Yeah.
What my only issue was with the traditional meal. It had nothing to do with the day. Thanksgiving is one of my favorite days of the year as well. I was just saying that we do the Italian food because I just don't like the meal. It's a boring meal. It's very vanilla. So there's a lot of white things on the plate. White turkey, white potatoes, white cauliflower.
Okay, that really has no bearing on anything. But
I'm saying it's a boring meal.
Okay, I mean,
I don't
guess,
think
but
cheeseburgers are dry.
It doesn't taste boring. It tastes delicious. Other than, as you mentioned, a possible dry bird and possible stuffing that tastes bad.
Well, I guess the issue is people make such a big deal out of the turkey. Really, if you have a traditional Thanksgiving, you're filling up on the stuffing and the potatoes. You're maybe taking 2 small pieces of turkey. And so I just don't get why people make the turkey the main event.
Now, have you ever...
Everybody knows the turkey is the worst part of that
Let me ask you a question, because I know you do a lot of judging without ever having experienced things, and you're a big liar, but that's besides the point. Sure. But, so have you ever actually had a traditional Thanksgiving? I'm just curious.
Of course
I'm just making sure, because you do that sometimes.
I grew up doing traditional Thanksgiving and traditional Easter meal, by the way.
I think though you and Jason can relate on the fact that being with your family and watching football is definitely
fantastic.
So I think he was a little aggravated too at the fact that you were bashing the holiday in general.
No, I never was. This argument, by the way, was me saying that we do Italian food, and you were saying that you love the Thanksgiving meal, and I was saying I would prefer the lasagna and the pizza and the manicotti, because just to me, that I get more excited about that.
That was like podcast 1, legitimately.
But by the way, I will say this: now that I'm, I do fantasy football and I do a high stakes league, and everybody's like super. It's been like the same group of guys for years.
Yeah, football season, you can't even talk to you.
Thanksgiving, by the way, just sitting there, just in front of the TV, just biting my nails. Just like, Miles Austin, you cunt.
Good question, and thank you for going back and listening to all of the podcasts.
Now here's the thing, Jason. If you do call in again, which I hope you do, please let us know if you are a chef, or if you at least are involved in food in some way.
Well,
he's clearly either a chef or a food critic.
I thought you said that he sent you an email and he said he was definitely a chef at a restaurant. Did you forget? You literally have early onset Alzheimer's. That was last podcast, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I made it up.
You're such a fucking liar. See, now
I remember saying it now. I did make that up.
But that's not funny. That's deceitful. As we discussed in the last one as well.
So true.
But you forgot that too.
Anything else? Pop another one off.
Do you want another one?
Let's do one more.
We have one more?
No, we have a shitload more. We have 9.
No, I mean you want to do one more.
Yeah. I like this. This is fun. This is interaction. It's like taking calls.
It's so much.
And by the way, we would be able to take live calls if you showed up at 9 instead of 12:48.
Okay. But your friends from the East Coast, the only ones who listen, and mine are from Chicago, and they're the only other ones who listen.
Yeah, I'd just like to say good luck recording your stupid podcast today and going over your current events, news stories of the day. Way to have an original concept. We all appreciate that. No, I'm just kidding. I actually enjoy listening to the show. So keep it up. And also,
is this guy drunk?
What's up? Ask Big D about his car cover that he purchased.
Car cover.
And used diligently for like 3 days, and then never used again. Car cover.
Go ahead, ask me about it.
So I was told that there was this car cover you used
So,
for at least 3 days.
I was one of those people who went out and got a car that was way too expensive, and then
is it the one you have now? Or
no, it was 3 cars ago. The sprinkler kept every morning. I would walk out, and the sprinkler had just doused it in groundwater. So like I would literally like first thing I did every day was just drive it to the car wash and like wash it myself. And so I went and bought this like $60 car cover and just covered it. And then I just realized that it wasn't waterproof, so I just stopped using it.
Okay, that story sucks. You got lazy and stopped putting it on is what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of car was it?
Lexus.
Okay. How much?
It was used.
So did you purchased it? So you didn't lease it, like you actually owned the car?
I bought it on it was a 5-year payment plan.
Dude, I mean,
but I gave it up after a year because I hated it. It was stupid. It was a bad buy. It was like an old man's Lexus, like a limo.
Yeah, like when you see one of those old BMWs that's like a box shape, and people still driving around like they're in a fucking BMW. You're that's like worse than my 2003 Taurus that has a big dent in the front.
There's nothing worse than that.
But on that note, I mean, a car cover in California is quite advisable. Like in Chicago, I never had to deal with the fact that I needed to wash my car every 3 days because it's so fucking dusty.
Oh, it's just salt.
Like out here, I got a car wash yesterday. It drizzled, and now my car's completely fucking dirty.
I got in my car, drove back from my office, got in my car. It was beautiful, spotless. I had it washed on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Parked the car. I was like, why is my car green? It's because it drizzled for 10 minutes.
I know. What the fuck
What is in the rain?
So, like, in Chicago, and I'm sure in New York, when it rains, your car gets clean. Out here, it doesn't rain enough to clean it. It rains it. Yeah.
It's literally just dirt falling from the sky in the form of water.
No shit.
Mud drops.
What a shithole this city is, dude.
Yeah, it's a pigsty. So, question, pal.
Yeah, hey.
So, ex-guest, I don't know which podcast he was on, but your buddy Tomahawk, the Native American gentleman.
Yes.
Mentioned to me today something interesting.
Okay, let's hear it.
Because I have not been to your house.
Sure.
I haven't been in your room.
Okay.
Why do you have a box of latex gloves?
Oh, it's from the constipation.
Sorry?
Remember podcast 1? When we were supposed to... It's because I was constipated and I had to stick my finger up my butt.
You did?
Yeah.
Swear to God.
No joke, man. 5 days, you'll be sticking your fucking finger up there too.
What were you doing?
Well, first of all,
why haven't I heard of this?
Well, no. First of all, I was scouring the internet for seeing, see what's wrong with me.
What were you putting up there?
Well, nothing. No,
your finger for joy?
No. I had the issue for 5 days where I hadn't taken a shit.
Yeah.
And I had read that, and I don't have insurance, and I had read that, you could get impacted fecal matter in there, and if it gets bad, which is like 5 to 7 days, that you could die. And
okay, so rather than going to a doctor, you jammed a pair of rubber gloves on.
So rather than spending the $1,800 that I ended up spending to go to the emergency room, I decided to take the last step, which was using the latex gloves, which, by the way, were too small. Is such a fucking disaster. I mean,
you tore through it.
Picture
like the Hulk.
No. Picture a guy in the fucking bathroom.
No thanks.
No, bent over, trying to fucking...
Standing up on the sink, looking backwards into the mirror through his legs.
That was after using like 2 enemas. Like,
did you put your whole hand up?
No, just the finger. And I don't know what's going on.
How do you do that,
dude? I mean, when you're 5 days going on to the 6th of not taking a shit, like,
I can't even.
You'll be desperate. I mean, I thought I was gonna die. Legit.
I
was in pain as well.
Put like Vaseline on your finger or anything?
Of course, bro.
Oh, well, I don't
like lube. I bought some KY.
Oh, of course, yeah. No, when you're standing on the sink, jamming a hand up your ass, you definitely use Vaseline.
Listen, of course. I mean, you don't think am I like an idiot? Listen, I put yourself into this position.
No, you went on Medline and read that
do you really need? It's WebMD. Do you really need to fucking ask that question? Put yourself in that situation and answer it.
You know why I can't? Because it would be a doctor doing it, not myself. and by the way, I mean, insurance aside,
yeah.
How did you jam a finger up your ass? Like, how did you actually get, like, that must have been uncomfortable.
Well, after sticking several fucking suppositories up there over the course of the past 4 days, and literally sitting on the toilet for 3 hours at a time.
So you were doing Assplay the whole time?
Well, for like at least 3 days. I mean, I was putting the suppositories up there, getting,
So it kind of sounds like you were just playing around in your butt.
Yeah, I mean, I took a few days off, and I told work that I was constipated so I could finger my butt.
What else did you do? Because this is getting more and more wild as we speak.
I'll post a picture of all of the shit that I used. Like, I set it all out and took a picture. I think I actually sent it to you.
Did you... Oh, my Lord.
What? Do you have more questions? I'll answer anything, man. I don't want this to happen to people. It's one of the worst things in the world.
Now, what was the end... Whatever ended up happening? Why did you not...
I went to the emergency room.
Why didn't you go to the bathroom for 5 days?
I have no idea. I think it was you mentioned that I had eaten a bad piece of pizza.
Oh, you ate pizza that sat out overnight.
That's what your theory is,
dude. You can't play around with cheese that sits out overnight.
Dude, speaking of which, last night, fucking made myself a leftover hamburger. Threw some like Mexican fucking.
Sorry, how do you make a leftover? How do you prepare a leftover hamburger?
I was microwaving a leftover hamburger, and I threw some shredded cheese on there, right? Melted it up, fucking cooked it up, put some lettuce on there, some ketchup. Ate it down, delicious, right? So later, my fat ass is going out there. Like 2 hours later, I'm still up at 2 in the morning, and I need.
So the first one's at midnight.
Yeah. So I need to eat again because.
By the way, I can totally picture you like microwaving it.
In my underwear,
kind of late, but you're just like so excited.
In my fucking boxers, in the kitchen, 3 roommates, So, I'm in the cheese again, right? And I pull some out to put it onto the bread, and I notice that it's like green on the tips of some of it.
Ooh.
And I fucking look in there. And it's fucking moldy cheese, bro.
So you just eating some moldy cheese?
Yeah.
It's happened to me before, too.
I mean, like, does the microwave kill that shit, or am I going to die? Like, I'm still worried.
Microwave's going to kill it.
Okay, good.
Microwave's going to kill it. I've eaten moldy product before. In the form of cheese and bread. It's not that big of a deal.
Oh, wait, like from a gas station sandwich or something?
No, just like making one at home.
Wait, both the bread and the cheese were both moldy?
No, it's just different times. Different mold for different meals, man.
Bread mold's healthy. It's penicillin.
True that. I went into the... my mom used to go to Syracuse, which is an hour away. And spend the night at her friend's house. They would go out. They were like single ladies.
Yeah.
And they're like late 40s,
Right.
And so she would like sometimes leave money for pizza or whatever. But so I pour this. I'm just like, fuck the pizza. I just want a giant bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
Brand new box of Golden Grams. So I pull out the mixing bowl. And I essentially pour the entire box of Golden Grams in there. I'm like, I'm literally just going to go to fucking town on these Golden Grams.
Yeah.
Go into the fridge, just no milk.
So
I'm like looking around. I'm like, what do I do?
nightmare.
Because I have my heart set on this.
Yeah.
So I decide that if I just pour a bunch of the small marshmallows over the Golden Grams and throw it in the microwave, the marshmallows will turn into milk. Or turn into liquid.
How old were you? 16?
I was probably 14.
Shut up.
I swear to God.
Oh my God! You were 14 and you thought marshmallows would turn into milk.
I never microwaved them before, so I microwaved it and it just turned into this hard cake. But it also, what it did was it brought the bowl into it, so the bowl became part of this cake. I just ate it with a fork and knife,
and
it was insanely good.
No. Are you just saying that because you had made the mistake and now you're just sticking to? That's a psychological thing that humans
Swear
do.
to God, it was good.
Really?
Golden Grams, microwave marshmallow.
Because the other day I did a similar thing and I poured a nice big bowl of Special K with the strawberries in it.
Okay, haven't had that.
And there was no milk, and so I literally just took a Diet Dr. Pepper and filled it up.
No, you didn't.
Ate it, and it was fucking terrible, but I ate it.
No, you did not.
I swear to God.
Were you stoned to the bejesus?
No, I was at work, bro. I was at work when I did this. Can you believe that shit?
You did that in front of coworkers.
No, I was I was alone at work, and I was hoping to God nobody was going to catch me.
Wait a minute. A Diet Dr. Pepper
Diet Dr. Pepper.
cereal?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was so fucking lazy. This is how fucking lazy I am. I had a warm Diet Dr. Pepper from an hour and a half before that I never was going to drink, and when I got back, I had the bowl of cereal. I was just going to eat it dry, and I was like,
that's no good. That's not satisfying.
I was like, and I just took it.
Because what if it was good?
It wasn't.
But what if it was? You would have found something new.
Yeah, it's true. You got to take chances.
Could have gone on
Make
Top
mistakes,
Chef.
as my roommate says.
Ugh.
What? What's that?
Your roommate just he pestered my cell phone all afternoon. He sent me
Why?
about 30 straight photos of you.
I think he's got a little bit of a crush on you, and then you neglected him, and now he's got a vendetta against you.
He did send me some compromising pics.
The first one's free, the next one goes in your mouth.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
So happy to announce after 20 podcasts, we've been asked by our new and only sponsor, Hawaiian Tropic Sunscreen.
Huh. Because we talk a lot about sun and being outside.
Yeah, I don't know why. They like our edgy vibe.
Who doesn't?
But go to hawaiiantropic.com to check out all their new products. They have some good stuff, including a shampoo for people with thinning hair. Keeps you from getting burned on your scalp.
So this is actually your revelation to me as well, then.
Yeah, I meant to tell you earlier.
Okay, all right.
They're paying us $30.
Just for mentioning it.
There's just a guy gave me $30 earlier.
Well,
But we are now taking submissions on the email. What's the email address? I don't know it.
you can send it to retep@cocktailsandkimonos.com or Big D at cocktailsandkimonos.com.
I would like to check that email.
Nobody sends you emails.
Probably have a bunch of fan mail.
Or you can just go to the website, and there is a contact form on the right. You can just send us an email right from there. It doesn't go anywhere. It's just write it in right there and hit submit, and it'll send it right to us.
But we are proud to announce that we are now taking submissions for the first annual Cocktails and Kimonos Hawaiian Tropic Bikini Babe contest.
Huh. We don't have any female listeners.
Sorry?
We literally don't have one female listener according to the stats that I read every day.
Really?
Not one. Just one, actually. I'm sorry. Can Inspire. Can you?
We've got a bunch. We got a whole bunch. By the way, I have to say, your lady,
Yeah.
looking pretty good.
She's fucking hot.
Losing some weight, yeah?
Losing some weight, getting tan.
She's tan as shit.
She quit smoking.
Did she?
She hasn't drank in
Smart.
like a week.
I don't believe that for a second. She's a drunk.
Swear to God.
She is a drunk and a half.
Well, I mean, look who she's dating.
But is it bothering you because you are getting nothing but fatter and she's
No.
getting thinner and more tan? Your skin is
No.
getting so pasty. I can see your organs.
Well, I mean, I've been hard at work for the past week. By the way,
But
can I
I'd be a little worried
divert?
if I was you.
Can I digress just for a second?
Yeah.
Literally, I've been working till like 11, 12 at night for the past week.
Yep.
And she thought that I had been cheating on her.
She thinks that you could get someone else?
First of all, yes, exactly.
Bizarre.
I know. I'm just like, do you see me? I'm not interested even in women. Like,
Because they're not interested in you.
exactly. And I feel just rejected. Anyways,
You have the sex appeal of an octopus.
I mean, I'm not sure how to take that. I mean,
I've been drinking for 9 hours. I'm sorry.
I told you not to be drunk. But I mean, what do you think about that? Like, just because she doesn't understand that sometimes.
But did she really think that, or did she just jokingly say, like, you're not seeing anyone else, are you?
No, she had dropped hints over the course of the past few days. She said it like here and there, and she was like, "That's because you're hanging out with your coworkers and blah 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 blah."
See, I feel like she's kind of lashing out because she's been going down to the beach every day.
Oh yeah, and that's
kinda
real tough.
Hanging out with like beefcakes.
No, I know. That's what I said. I was like,
she's probably got like a couple new guys' numbers in her. I would.
of course, she's out tonight with 3 single girls, and I'm just like, okay.
So it's
Well, I hope you
effectively right now it's 4 single girls.
And like, I'm probably not gonna even get back to the house tonight. So
No, you are not.
And I'm glad this broadcasts live to her cell phone, so she knows that.
Oh man, no, yeah, she is definitely gonna cheat on you soon.
Well, so do you think yours has ever cheated on you?
I don't
No.
think so. No,
Why not?
I just don't think she's a good enough liar. You know what I mean?
See, those are the best liars.
Yeah,
Those
they
are the
are.
best fucking liars.
Yeah. By the way, that's like that. What's that line? It's like the best trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he wasn't real.
Yeah,
It's like
that's a good one.
If you're a great,
Let's
if
just
you're a
pause
great-
and let that sink in.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
if
go
you're
ahead.
a great liar, the way to be the best liar is to be one of those people who seems like they're such a bad liar
Yeah.
that they can't lie.
It's true. Or you could be like you and just like people don't know that you're lying unless they really know you.
Well, part of the reason I'm such a good liar is that I organize my lies really well. I keep spreadsheets organized by month, day, year, and person.
Now, explain the hierarchy of that. Is that like a folder structure?
It's a folder structure on my laptop. It's hidden within a folder that says old work stuff. And then you go and there's just a folder that says lies. And then it's organized alphabetically by name and then by date.
So now I was gonna say that like old work stuff. So you begin the
there's already
journey
a lie.
The journey down the rabbit hole begins with a lie. But then I'm thinking it really kind of is old work. Like it's work that you've done.
It's a huge amount of work.
So how many fucking pages of lies do you have stashed in there?
Well, it depends who you're talking about.
So is it by name too, like alphabetical?
Yeah, so it starts with alphabetical, and so then when you open each person's name, it has year. And then you go into the year, and depending on who they are, it might be then broken down into month.
How many pages for me?
Oh, none. I don't have to lie to you. I literally don't care what you think about me.
Okay, so how many pages for your mom? Your mother?
I don't
if she's listening.
think I lie to my mom.
So you basically are just you're lying right now, aren't you? You're making it all up.
It's really just one folder for you know who.
Yeah, your cats. Anyways. So what else is going on in life? You're on to a new job, a new career.
Yeah.
How's that going, man? I mean, I know it's
tough because not having a boss. Start up my own little operation.
Right.
It is just awfully hard to get up in the morning because really the alarm goes off and I go, well, what if I just don't acknowledge this alarm?
Right.
And I sleep until 2. What happens? Nothing.
Yes, I mean, I guess when you are your own boss, I notice that, like when I actually interact like thinking about it, when I've interacted with the owners of the companies of my previous jobs.
No, they're never there.
They're never there.
There.
Because I always just assume they were out doing important business.
Yeah. No, the funny
not.
thing is, and there are people that work extremely hard that work for me. And so, like, I do feel a little bit bad. So, like, when I roll in after lunch, I'll kind of come in acting all flustered, and I'll kind of like go up and be like, "Hey, how's it going with you?"
We had a big
meeting.
meeting.
Oh, pretty good. I'll be like, I've been dealing with I've been in the
network call.
Been in the bee's hive all day,
trying to get money from the net.
Well, but I'll go overboard. I'll be like, had to take a call with the East Coast at like 6.
I hope they're not listening.
No, they're not. They have headphones in.
No, I mean, I hope they're not listening to the podcast, you fucking idiot. Man, you're dumb or drunk. One of the two.
Yeah, a little bit of each.
But no, one of the guys who works for you was going to be a guest tonight. What happened to that?
I didn't talk to him today.
You know, because I'm assuming he's not the hard worker.
No, but also I gave everybody the day off today. I said everyone should have a 3-day weekend.
Could I work for you?
You had the chance.
I thought you said September something opens up.
Oh, it does.
All right, idiot.
So you stayed up till 4 in the morning the other night reading about the Illuminati, and it was bothering you because you were texting me.
Yeah.
So what were you reading? Give me the gist.
Okay, so the Illuminati, it's a group that's worldwide that basically controls all of the banks, controls all of the governments of the industrialized nations, and is working to control all the third world ones by using debt. And they've been in power for hundreds of years. And then there's a lot more to it that gets a lot more crazy.
Who are they?
I mean, like the Rockefellers are involved, the J.D. Rockefeller family.
Why are they called the Illuminati?
I mean, the name comes because they're like illuminated. Like they know things that they keep from the general public and keep us like dumb.
Oh, but it's just a theoretical group. They don't actually know that they're part of the group.
No, they know.
You're just saying it's a powerful.
No, they know. They know. They're like indoctrinated. Like George Bush is supposedly part of the Illuminati. The Clintons, like they're born into it and they're taught. Like they do satanic rituals. Like
satanic ritual. Wait a minute. Okay, what is that? Because you were just saying they were powerful.
No.
people.
I told you that it goes into very dark things. But like a lot of the theory behind it is that they have access to other dimensions and shit and other worlds, and
dimensions.
Yeah,
they believe this, or you believe this?
No, they believe this, and they conduct rituals, and they do conduct rituals. They have pictures of it with the big fucking owl thing up in the northern part of California where they hold this big meeting.
Yeah.
There's videos and pictures of them doing ridiculous shit up there that would be considered ritualistic. So,
but is that not maybe just a group of like crazy weirdos calling themselves the Illuminati and saying that Rockefeller was a member?
No, because the people who are claiming that there is an Illuminati aren't part of it. There's a few whistleblowers who claim that they've gotten up to one of the highest degrees in there, which is like a 33rd degree. And I'm actually, Freemasons and Illuminatis are connected and whatnot. I mean, have you seen the Da Vinci Code?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what it's all about. Like, that's what the Da Vinci Code.
So it's like based on Catholic shit?
Well, the Vatican.
Because I thought Jews controlled everything.
No, the Vatican is supposedly like where all the secrets are kept, and that's where all of the power comes from.
First of all, do you believe that it's true?
Not all of it, but some of it definitely, yes.
So you think that they have rituals that involve owls?
I know that for a fact because there's pictures and recorded audio. And
I believe that you've seen pictures of owls.
No. I could show you. There's a documentary. Like, Alex Jones infiltrated. By the way, Alex Jones is a fucking loon. Like, he's crazy.
Okay.
But he took a canoe like up to Camp Grove. I can't remember what it's called. Like,
yeah, I've heard of that thing. Someone tried to boat in recently for a TV show. And they got fucked up. Yeah, they got fucked up. But they went with Alex Jones. He showed them the way, and then I think he bailed because he's not an idiot. I mean, he's an idiot, but he's not stupid. Like, yeah.
But so he got in and snapped some pictures, and like they're all around this. They have this like ceremony of the burning of the owl or some shit. There's this huge fucking statue of an owl.
Yeah.
And it's ludicrous.
Now, do you think that maybe if they're this ultra powerful group and they're also believing in, does it have to do with like aliens at all?
Well, in the Illuminati shit that I've read, they use like dark evil summonses to like Satan to get information about.
Does it have to do with Satan or like aliens?
Well, I mean, you would call it fucking Satan. It's just like a dark power. They use like the evil powers of humanity, like greed, and you know how when you're in a dark place and you feel just like anxiety, depressed, fear kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like they summon that shit supposedly, and they use it to their advantage, and they have to make deals with, the devil, quote unquote.
So do you believe that part of it?
Not entirely. I definitely believe that if people can be crazy religious fanatics,
like you are right now, yes.
Well, no, but I believe if people are so crazy to say that Obama is the Antichrist, and they really, really believe it, and there's people that do, I think that there's just as much likelihood that somebody who's very powerful and rich and controls a lot of shit could also believe in some sort of black magic, which is the same thing as religion. And why not?
So here's a question. Do you believe that Nelson Rockefeller was using the power of Satan to give himself more control over humanity and become rich?
No.
Do you believe that George W. Bush worships Satan? Or ever has? In a ceremony in which he had owls standing on his shoulders.
I think that.
Do you think that George W. Bush has ever ridden an owl?
Absolutely. I mean, I heard that guy likes to get fucking crazy.
Yeah, he seems awesome.
No, but I'll put it to you this way. I do believe that there's a group of people who know way, way more than the 7 billion other people on the earth, and like have advanced technologies and have, they just know things. Like,
so, yeah, theoretically, if the Illuminati are this powerful group that's controlling governments, then if there was any evidence of aliens, they would be the ones who know of it.
Sure.
All right. Well, if there's anyone who's part of the Illuminati listening, please get in touch with me. I would love to become part of the group.
You would fit right in because you're a good liar.
Why wouldn't you join that group?
No, I mean, there's certain moral reasons. Well, the thing is you're indoctrinated as a child into it. So
there's no way to get in late.
I don't think so.
So, like, you don't think that, like, Steve Jobs, like, jumped on board towards the end?
No, I mean, I guess it could be possible if you're very powerful. If you're a very powerful person.
What if you have a popular podcast?
Yeah, like Adam Carolla?
Joe Rogan.
We got to change topics. People are really bored at this point.
I know. It's going to be a little more heady.
Do you want to do some odd news? Since we did have a caller who said keep doing the odd news.
Yeah.
I don't have any. So.
I'm not sitting here while you Google around. Play another voicemail. I think we had over 100 voicemails this week.
100,000.
Hey guys, Noob Tech here. Love your show, and I was just wondering in your opinion, where Apple stands between Windows phones and Android phones. If you can point out some pros and cons of all those, it'd be very great. And yeah, thanks.
What's his name?
Noob Tech.
So his name is Noob tech, newbie tech.
I think he likes.
He's
Speaking
probably-
of
he's
Steve Jobs, I'm
Probably
pretty
into technology.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty crazy.
So wait,
we were just talking about.
here's probably a stupid question. Are there phones that use Windows?
I'm pretty sure they just came out, and I do like
Who
this
would
guy.
want that?
I do like this guy because you're just a technological moron.
I am a technological moron according to Retep. Thanks.
Testicological.
Yep.
Moron.
Windows has a phone.
They just came out. Like it's supposed to be on the new Windows operating system.
Ugh, who uses Windows?
No, I tell you,
It's so terrible.
I tried out Windows 8, and
oh my god,
I was just like, oh man, I was like, why did they make it so different?
I just can't believe that anyone's still using any of that shit.
But I think what Noob Tech is really getting at, like, he wants to know where Apple stands between the Windows phone and the Android phone. So my answer to that...
What's an Android phone?
Well, that's what I have. Like, smart people have that, and then idiots who conform have the iPhone. Not you, Noob Tech. I'm talking about...
Yeah, the iPhone's really terrible.
It's
it's a really awful device.
I'm glad it only took you 2.5 years to figure out how to use it. You still can't send me a proper text message.
Well, I have no idea how to do that.
There's like random characters in it. I'm like, how do you make an upside down question mark? I don't know how to do that.
Well, yeah.
No, but I would say that the Windows phone basically has a lot of fucking catching up to do to either, and I would say that the Android is for smart people and the iPhone is for people who love Apple, which is probably you, or conformists like Big D.
I am not a conformist. I stuck to BlackBerry for 2 phones.
Well, that's because you were conforming to the businessman, which you thought you were, but you're not.
I'll tell you what about BlackBerry though. Both of my BlackBerry phones, like, just froze to the point where they were so fucked that they couldn't even recover the contacts on the 366th day that I'd had it. Like, literally both times I was like, yeah, my phone froze. They were like, oh yeah, your thing expired yesterday. Like, I'm pretty convinced that they program into the phone that it dies.
The Illuminati is in charge of that shit.
Yeah. BlackBerry's a shit ass product, I have to say. It is garbage.
I love how they take... Okay, here's the thing about, like, products that brand themselves for, like, the business class, right?
Yeah.
They're basically products that suck and get outdated, and the businesses don't want to change them because it's too expensive.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's all that it is. Like, they get outdated. It's like, oh, like, BlackBerries that were the first fucking smartphone.
Oh, yeah.
And they suck. Like, they just freeze up.
Dude, how about the scroll ball? My scroll ball popped out on airplanes. It popped into toilet water. Like, I dug that scroll ball out of more fucking places in the 1 year I had that shitty phone.
Yeah.
That thing was terrible. And then the one that was like the little mouse, that was like the improvement from the scroll ball. So, if you had so much as like a tiny bit of like pizza grease on your finger, that thing was inoperable for like 3 months.
So now you're talking about the little ball that's on your neck, right?
What do you mean?
Is that your scroll ball? What's that? I don't know what that is.
Adam's apple?
Oh, yeah, that's the scroll ball, right?
No, that's called the scrotum ball.
Now, my next question is, why are you rubbing your Adam's apple with your greasy pizza finger? Hey, are you drunk?
Yeah. I would like another beer, though.
Can you go get us 2? All right.
By the way, do you sleep with a fan in your room?
Yeah.
For white noise?
Yeah, it's a big wind turbine fan like that, too.
Yeah, I have 2. I like to get cross ventilation because each fan makes the noise, and then when the wind hits, it makes like another little noise.
Yeah, I like to...
I gotta have a lot of white noise in my room. Because if I hear a creak, I am wide awake. Because I'm like, who's out there?
I don't understand how people sleep in silence anymore. Like, if I'm at somebody else's house and there's no noise, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, where are the fans for guests?
I mean, yeah, exactly. Just thank God that, like, hotels usually have some sort of ventilation that I can hear.
But even that, it's so low that it doesn't mask anything.
I literally will turn the air conditioner on full blast low just for the noise and wake up freezing cold with snow on my face.
Icicles hanging from nose.
Porno still loudly playing on repeat.
You look at it, you're like, oh, that was $34. I fell asleep.
Yeah,
it was softcore. It's so terrible. I told you I rented The Gray, the movie in Vegas,
which is not a softcore porn.
$42. $42 because it was $20 plus. Then when you get that, it triggers the resort fee, which is $22.
Okay, What a fucking scam.
Resort fee.
You pay, so that was the only thing you paid a resort fee for then?
Yeah.
So
I was in the room for 4 hours. I slept for 4 hours in the room, watched the grave for 10 minutes.
So you had to use, I mean, it's legitimately, it doesn't make any logical sense, and there's no way if you sued them, they couldn't defend it.
Yeah. They're like, well...
We delivered it.
Yeah, we kind of thought the moment he started watching a film that almost turned the hotel into a resort-y place.
He was clipping his toenails. He was. We're positive.
It's, I mean, it became a resort the second he watched a film that had been out for a month. I don't know how that makes any sense.
Mention the movie costs like $20.
Yet you can go to the spa and it's not a resort. What the fuck?
Dude, Vegas is a money trap.
I'm never going back.
You said that. You said that like 4 podcasts ago, and you went after that.
Yeah, I know.
You'll be back.
Let's go to Vegas next week.
Yeah, let's go tomorrow.
Anyway,
all right.
2 a.m.
God,
you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, my girlfriend hates me. She thinks I'm cheating on her right now. She does.
I am going to find a way to Photoshop a picture.
You don't know how to use your phone, let alone a computer.
Absolutely right.
That's why you stopped using it during the
Well, we only got to play 4 voicemails. We'll play a bunch more next time. Please keep calling in. Nobody can figure out how to use your highfalutin system, by the way. Tomahawk wanted to call in.
So one idiot, one dumb man,
Lauren Zeddy wanted to call in.
2 very stupid people.
They're your friends.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's what you do.
Yeah.
You go there, you click a button, you talk. That's it. There's nothing else. You hit send.
But you need a computer microphone. Is that not correct?
Yeah, they both have MacBook Pros with a built-in microphone.
Tomahawk said he only has like an iPad.
No, he has a MacBook Pro that he bought from my roommate that has never paid him for yet.
Dude, you guys with computers, man.
I know.
It's getting wild.
Just shut up.
Anyway,
I can't deal with it.
It's 2 a.m, so it's been fun. Retep?
It's been real. Actually, I've had a lot of fun with you tonight.
I say we shotgun a beer.
Yeah, down.
And I'm not joking.
No, I am totally 100%. Then can we do 5 shots of wine each?
Only if it's hot. I want it boiling hot, like sake.
You are one fucked up individual, my friend.
All right, man.
All right, buddy. I can't wait for Brian Walsh or whatever the fuck his name is.
Ryan Walsh next week. Literally, next week, one of the craziest fucking lunatics I've ever met.
All right. Can't wait for Corky from Life Goes On to fucking be on our podcast. And fuck you, Big D.